The Model Code of Conduct is a set of guidelines issued by the Election Commission to regulate campaigning of political parties and candidates during elections. Its main objective is to conduct free and fair elections by preventing any activity that influences voters or disrupts the voting process. What is the history behind Model Code of Conduct? The Model Code of Conduct was first used during the 1960 Assembly elections in Kerala. Following its success, the Election Commission introduced it across the country during the 1962 Lok Sabha elections. During the 1991 Lok Sabha elections, the election panel decided to enforce the MCC more strictly due to the concerns over repeated violations of election norms and corrupt practices. The Model Code of Conduct (MCC), which is a set of guidelines for candidates and political parties during elections, is implemented after the elections are announced by the Election Commission of India. The MCC, which aims to ensure free and fair elections, remains in place until the results are declared. Candidates and political parties have to strictly follow the MCC guidelines, and in any case of violation, the ECI can take action. The MCC also prevents governments from announcing any populist schemes before elections. What happens after the Model Code of Conduct is implemented? First, candidates are barred from declaring financial grants after the elections are announced. Second, the government cannot start or lay the foundation stone of new projects. Third, officials cannot make promises related to infrastructure development, such as construction of roads or provision of drinking water facilities. Fourth, ad hoc appointments to influence voters are prohibited in government or public sector undertakings. Fifth, ministers or candidates cannot approve grants or payments from discretionary funds. Sixth, use of government resources including transport, machinery and security personnel for election campaigning is strictly prohibited. 7. Municipalities must provide free access to public areas for meetings of election participants and politicians on equal terms. 8. Rest houses, bungalows or any other government facilities should not be used for election purposes by any political party or candidate. 9. The use of official mass media to offer biased news coverage of political stories and propaganda in favor of the ruling party is strictly prohibited. Number 10. Activities such as exploiting caste and communal sentiments to influence voters, spreading rumors, and attempting to bribe or intimidate voters are not permitted. The Election Commission of India (ECI) on Saturday, March 16, announced that Lok Sabha elections will be held in the country in 7 phases from 19th of April to 1st of June, and the results will be declared on 4th of June. The Model Code of Conduct (MCC) has come into force. Chief Election Commissioner 𝘖tože𝗵𝘁 asked all political parties and their leaders to strictly follow the MCC, which lists do's and don'ts for leaders and parties ahead of elections.